What are some secrets in predicting major altcoin market shifts? We're also going to be talking about render token and see what has happened in this AI coin. Now, first of all, the most important secrets in predicting altcoin shifts is knowing that Bitcoin is the driver of this crypto markets. If Bitcoin has room to pump, that's going to be very good for the altcoins because altcoins are going to have more room to pump. However, if Bitcoin dumps, that is going to be very bad for the altcoins because chances are the altcoins are going to be following Bitcoin. As we're seeing today after about a couple of weeks of Bitcoin dumping, okay? So some things to be paying attention to. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here still, even though I'm seeing some short term mixed signals now. But on the longer term, it still looks bullish for Bitcoin. I've done a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin because that could really wreck my positions. Now, what I'm seeing here for render, okay, is um, it is a week on this weekly time frame. Okay, falling wedge pattern, huge. This is another secret that I think you guys should be knowing, because charting your candles and charting your charts and constantly refreshing your charts, that's going to give you an edge in this market. I refresh my charts multiple times in a day, just to make sure that I'm looking at the right data and to make sure that I'm making the most informed decision. Of course, charting is nothing is perfect, nothing is 100%, but it will give me an edge in on this market. Just like the casino will have an edge on the players when they're hosting roulette. Okay, it's not much of an edge. I think it's like the casino has probably like less than 10% edge on the player. Correct me if you're a roulette pro, but I guess that's enough for them to build their business on, right? So this is why I want to have my edge by charting this market. Okay, so this is render. This is weekly time frame for render, and this pattern, which is falling wedge pattern, it's the pattern you guys should be paying most attention to because it's probably the most common pattern that tells you after an extensive downtrend on that time frame, that it's likely it has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, price target if it breaks to the upside here for render by this point, let's just say for example, that would give you a price target of just short of $20 here. Okay, now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more or less. Very much depends on the type of market we're in, and particularly Bitcoin. Okay. Now, of course, these are just my opinions and not financial advice. Okay, you got to do your own research. Also, have to consider the downside as well, because even though falling wedges has a higher chance of breaking to the upside, they could still break down. And even if they break out, it's not 100%. You're gonna reach that price target. Okay. Now this is basically what I'm seeing for render. Now within this falling wedge pattern, can I get some more clarity on if this price action is actually going towards the upper section of the pattern and be attempting a breakout? So I try to chart within the pattern as well. So within the pattern here, we have a double bottom, right? Double bottoms are usually they usually break to the upside. That is a bullish pattern. The neckline of this double bottom would be about $5.65 from what I'm reading here, or just roughly about $5.60. Price target for this double bottom would be about $8.65. Let's see if it reaches that price target because it could take render towards that breakout. Let's take a look into a smaller time frame here. Daily time frame. Falling wedge pattern, again, like I've been saying, price target for this one was about $4.85. Render has gone as far up as about $4.70. Still a valid breakout. Price action still above this upper trend line. It hasn't met that price target yet. And it is trying to get over some moving averages on this daily time frame as key resistances. You should pay attention to your moving averages. Now, since the breakout of this smaller falling wedge pattern, it has also formed a smaller one here. And the price target, let's just say if it breaks out by this point, for example, price target would be about $4 for render. Let's see if it's if it breaks out of the smaller one, reach that price target before the next one and the next. All right, this is basically it for render. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of this coin or any other coins in this market by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. I'll see you on the next one.